really attacking that rock garden, looking a lot more confident. So any fears that she had from that spill earlier in the race, they've definitely disappeared now. She goes now into the flat rock garden. Flat rock garden, you can see off to our foreground now. Carry the momentum through there. You don't want to get stuck. We saw quite a few riders getting stuck in practice because they weren't carrying enough speed into that rock garden. Now Bressett, a little more tentative, not as fast, but not a huge difference in time. There we are, sitting in second place, and this will be her best ever World Cup result if she manages to hang on to second place. So she's happy with the Dalby course. She'll be definitely one to watch in a few weeks' time when we get to the UK, to North Yorkshire, to see round 2 of the World Cup on the very popular Dalby Forest course. And now we watch Pendrell descend there on the rider's left hand, our right hand side. Quite a bit of difference there between our race leader and the 4th place rider going through in the way that the Chinese rider attacked that section. And we'll see again, watch the momentum that needs to be kept to get the bike through here. You want to get as much speed as you can, get up and off the seat. So it's Kalentieva now who's 1 minute down on Bressett. So I think that might be enough. But we'll wait and see. There's Lenny Byberg coming through now for the final time on the Rocky section in the start-finish arena. So in 5th place goes through Lenny Byberg. So let's have another look at that gap there. Yes, so no change, and we see now the next rider through is Natalie Schneider. She's at 3:57. Premont only 4 seconds behind her, so Schneider's got Premont to worry about. Schneider has come back after dropping out to 10th place. She's back up now to 6th, so she's found a second win, that rider. She was 10th for the last 2 laps and now come through in 6th place, the Swiss. And Marie-Hélène Premont now sitting in 7th place. Sabine Spitz has moved up another spot to 8th as she passed Eva Lechner. And Maya Vorshovska now into the top 10 for the first time this race, our world champion. So a great ride by her to pick up 3 places in the last lap. And one of those would have been Lissy Ursel, and the other would have been Esther Zeus for sure. So there we are with our leader, Ring Cheng Wan. Don't be worried about that rider behind. That is not the chase rider. That is an under-23 rider being lapped. This is the first time ever that we've had the under-23 women start separately. They started 2 minutes behind the elite women. And on shorter tracks, that will become a bit of an issue for the technical delegates. They're going to have a little look about that, because they do not want to create an issue where a slower rider in a rock garden falls and they're in another race and they can take out the leader. So they'll definitely be having a little look at that. A lot of people print out the start list just before so they can follow the numbers as well. We don't call every single number through, but if you've got a rider from your country or someone that you know they want to keep track of, live timing and start lists are the way to go. Plate number 12 belonging to Julie Bressett for the SR Sun Tour team. I think they picked up a new sponsor this year as well. So I'm going to look at that. Number 12, B8, sorry, B8 Sun Tour. I keep saying SR, but it's B8 Sun Tour. And it looks like Pacey Valandri, probably a local community, sponsoring that program as well. So B8 Sun Tour. The French team, quite a lot of riders. I think it's about 7 riders on that program. And their main star is Julie Bressett, but also there's Maxime Marot in the men's as well, that we'll see a little bit later today. 36-year-old from Switzerland sitting in 12th, and she was 5th overall in the World Cup last year. Now we watch Irena Kalentieva on the descent on the new canyon. I think that's the Grand Canyon, the hardtail, that she's riding now this year. They've changed their sponsor. The under-23 rider doing the great job there of getting out of the way of the leaders. She'd know that people are coming because she would have had first and second go through already. So doing the right thing there and keeping out of the way. No one wants to mess up the riders in the elite race. You want to make friends with those people. You'll be riding with them in the future. But I'm pretty sure it won't be long now before there we are. We've got it now coming in under the bridge, and we get a long shot now of Ring Chen Wan as she comes under the bridge to finish this 6-lap race, start loop in 5, and she's done a great ride since lap 2. The Chinese rider happy with that, clapping her hands, and she's taken a 3rd historic win for China in World Cup racing, and does so here. And don't they look a force for London 2012, back on target with that national program, and a great ride for the rider from China. So we'll just see as she goes through now. She should be met by staff. There's Simon Burney there, our technical delegate, who was on the mic earlier. We're going to see Ring Cheng Wan joined very shortly by Julie Bressett, the under-23 rider, the best result by an under-23 woman that I can remember And what a great ride. Her best ever. Second place in a World Cup after some fourths and fifths last year. And she's going to take, you can see the smile in the shadows there already. And just joined in the studio now as we watch our French rider come across the line for BH Sun Tour. A great ride. She's very, very happy about that. Took it out from the start and hung on to second place. And joined now by the world champion in the men's field, Jose Hermida. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to talk to you a little bit about the men's race, but you've been watching any of the women's race. She's going to be someone to watch this year. Another woman to watch, Irena Kalentieva. A top ride for her on the new Canyon bikes that they're riding this season. She looks pretty happy with that as well. It's always difficult at the beginning of the season to know exactly where you are with all the rest of the competitors in the field, so she's got to be happy about that.
Yeah, for sure, especially when most of the riders, they have been split around the world making different races, and probably that's the first race where all the international riders they met each other, and you know, it's always a lotto in the beginning. You don't know exactly what your place in the podium or in the result list.
Exactly. So here we have fourth place. We're going to call the top five through. This is Catherine Pendrell coming through, our World Cup champion from 2010, and she seemed pretty happy with that punch in the sky. She came through again. A podium at race one sets you up with a nice bag of points to kick off the season. It's always good to get the points and not be chasing from behind. You want to have a front row start when it gets to round two. So that's our fourth place, and the next one in should be Lenny Byberg coming back from illness and having a great ride here today. We'll see if Specialized get two riders on the podium, and looks like it is. Don't worry about the rider on the right there. That's under 23. There, look at the smile. You can see it from under the bridge. So,
she's really happy. She's really happy after a hard season last year. And probably some physical problems now. Come back to the top, it's you can see that she's really happy. You know, for a rider like me that we love mountain bike, it's one of the best places to do the preparation, that's for sure.
A lot of the World Cup riders were there. Barry Stander was there. Of course, your teammate Ralph Naff, the Flukiger brothers. There's a whole bunch of riders there. Do you take any look at them there and think, wow, look how they're riding. This is going to gives me more knowledge going to World Cup 1, or is it a completely different type of race and you don't take any notice of it?
No, it's the same type of racing, you know. Most of the cross-country riders, they do the Cape Epic.
Such a human interview talking about what it's like to win the World Championship, and when you won here 2 years ago, you're here as another rider, but here you're here as the world champion. Some riders, it affects them differently. It gives them a lot more strength, motivation. Some riders feel the pressure. How do you feel? Not many people that are listening to our broadcast know what that feels like. When you come out here, it's the first big race of the season, and you're wearing that jersey. How does it make you feel?
Well, it's a special feeling, you know. First of all, you are the first enemy. In the past, I have been always an enemy for everybody, but now it's they have me on the point of view. You know, I'm
you're on the radar.
The first enemy. But anyway, I think I still keep in the same person, like always, the same smiley guy. And the others, they see me. Probably most of the riders, they don't see me as a world champion. They see me always as Hermida, you know. But for sure, when they look me and they see my racing kit, it's for them it's also give respect for sure.
And then in first place today, starting, and listen to this, in 47th on the grid, Xingyan Ren from China Specialized Factory Racing Team. She looked unbelievable on the course today and really put the girls into the hurt box on lap 3. An incredible effort from her today. Really looked like she was enjoying the bike. Let's give her a round of applause and stand for the national anthem of China, please. Big round of applause. Xingyan Ren from China. All together, please, ladies, for the photographs. If you can all get closer, thank you. Smile, you deserve it. You've worked incredibly hard. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. What a beautiful podium indeed.